All right. Oh, what's goody? This is Chezza.
GMTM.
This is the Casual Fan. Marvel. What did I say last week? The Marvel Cinematic.
Marvel
The Marvel
Critique
Critique
Union.
Union. The Marvel Critique Union. So, CFMCU. You can get it right. But, anyways, Wandavision episode 5
Yeah,
has dropped on us. And this shit is. It revealed a whole lot.
a
Actually,
lot.
you were right when you said that. Remember when I asked, I was like, do you think they're gonna bring both worlds into one now? As in, like, next episode's just gonna be about Wanda's side or it's just gonna be on the other side? But they went all the way. They went
Yep.
all the way in this
They
episode.
went they went everywhere. And
Like
fast.
right away when it went from Wanda's scene, then it went to Monica. I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm like, they're gonna bring it back. And then it went all the way to the end. But we'll get into all the shit.
Yeah.
All the shits. So, first and foremost, any Easter eggs or anything that you've seen?
Not like some hidden stuff. Just like real subtle stuff, really, for me.
Yeah, I feel like there's like little like subtle messages and stuff. Um,
Mm.
let me go. Let me
Legos.
go through my list. Oh no, Legos is down the list, but okay, because I was going through the episode actually taking notes. So, did you notice that when or did you notice that the kids are now the ones in control?
Yeah, they can't be controlled.
They cannot be controlled,
As Agnes put.
but
Agatha, sorry.
also they throw out ideas like, "Mom, you can bring them back to life." No, I can't. Yes, you can. Bring them back to life, Mom. And she's like, "No, this
Yeah.
is a moment, but it's no." They're just they tell her, and then even at the beginning when it was like, "Oh, you got to be 10 years old," and they look at each other like, "Grow
Okay.
grow up,
Bet.
grow up." It's like they always control the situation on what they're gonna do, what her next move to what she has to do, and all that stuff. So it made me wonder: is that just like a parent thing, like kids control the parents normally, or is somebody working through the kids to control her? Which is why also she cannot control them because they have more power in this situation than she actually does.
Could be. Could very well be.
Oh, man, that shit is
Uh, it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
just that then.
Um, the theme song.
Yeah, actually, right before the theme song. When I say I wrote all this shit in order. So also, do you notice it's right before the theme song? Vision started calling shit out, like
Yeah.
little bits. Like no, I mean, sorry, he started calling shit as soon as Agnes came in. Like
Yeah.
Agnes threw off the whole set, but when she first comes in, she throws them off.
Yeah.
Like, how did you hear them? Like, why would you even know they're the babies? And she's like, my ears. So it's like, okay, they're crying babies. Okay, possibly. But then when she jumps the whole like, do you want to do that again? Should we do that again? What's the look Vision was saying he saw to you? What do you think it
Um,
was?
it was like he's on to us, or hurry up, or he's gonna be on to us, because she goes blank for a second.
Yeah. I was thinking like the look could have been almost like a fear thing, like, oh, sorry, Wanda, do you want us to do it again? Like I have no problem doing it again, type thing. You know what I mean? As
Oh, I
in
thought you
like,
meant on Wanda, because Wanda went blank.
yeah, Wanda went blank, but when
Agnes.
like yeah, the whole situation itself, to me, I thought the issue was Agnes probably like screwing up a little bit, like, oh shit, my bad, like
I thought
don't do me like Monica type thing.
I thought to me, I didn't really sense a fear thing. It was kind of like, oh, I messed up. Okay, do you want to do it? Okay, we can do it, right?
Oh,
You want
okay,
to do
okay,
it,
okay.
like, and she's not really looking at Vision. It's it's
Yeah,
Wanda
yeah.
that's like, wait a second. Why are you saying it's almost not just how do you know that, but why are you saying that so casually? Like,
Right, but the fact that she didn't expel her or even question her, like, who are you? Because anybody who like questioned it, which was pretty much Monica, she got on them like, who are you type thing. You know what I mean? But she didn't do that with Agnes. She looked at her and she played it off like
nah,
she's
they
like
they
she's
they
part of
both
this.
know.
I feel like she looked at her like you're part of the like you're part of like the background like
Yeah,
that's why also when it came to in the when they got the dog Shot Club when he got the dog, um, and then they named the dog and she just made the collar appear and Vision's like, yo, she's right there, Agnes is right there, I thought we were not going to show
yeah,
our powers, and she's like, I don't care anymore, like I don't care. She didn't even notice
yeah,
the kids growing up, like it's whatever.
yeah.
It's like you can see him putting the little pieces together.
I liked. Oh, when Agnes had the doghouse
Yeah,
just
but that's
before she walks in, and, and Vision goes with exactly what we need. Like,
always she's always here with what we need, like all the little things that he was catching on to.
but it was like he progressively got more emotional
Yeah, because he was
the
bit by
whole
bit.
episode.
The whole episode was another clue for him. It was just like more and
Yeah,
more. It's like this doesn't make sense. Like this, everything's just falling into place for no
yeah.
reason. But yeah, let's go to your opening credits. There's some things
Opening
that
credit.
like at the ending of it that really stuck out to me. But go through the whole thing from what you remember.
Um, it was pretty much a Growing Pains ripoff. Like,
Yeah. The
you
painting of the
know,
family and such.
you've seen a few different intros where you can say, "Oh, that could be that," or "That's that," or this specifically is Growing Pains, and title of it, Growing Pains.
That's true. And then the story they're pretty much telling in them. In the end, they go all the way into the end and goes something about their love, we're making it up. And I was
Making it
like,
up
yep,
as we go along.
yeah, we're gonna go along, and then it says we got love, and then it ends like it says we got love, or like repeats it over and over, and then it goes we got Wandavision,
Yeah,
which to me goes back to that play of not Wanda and Vision, Wanda's vision. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like everything being made up is her vision itself. It's not a collaborative thing.
yeah.
It's not a collaborative thing between her and Vision. But yeah. Um After that, yeah, do what you predicted. Then it goes over to Monica Rambeau. And the Hayward guy is starting to show himself a lot more.
Yeah, like he's brazen now.
I feel like I want to know what side was he on during Civil War.
Yeah,
Because I feel like he was on Iron Man's side. And he still keeps that like, yo, you guys are unchecked. You know what I mean?
definitely. I
Like,
mean, he was talking about direct violations to the Scovia Accords.
yeah,
Who
that's
break
true.
in, you know. What else was there? Also, this was my gripe with the episode, and it gets into him, Jimmy Woo, and Darcy. Why are they all talking about the Endgame fight as if they were there?
Yeah, that was a
It
few
was
things that
almost
was
like
weird
a
to me.
it was almost like a play-by-play thing where it's like, well, she almost took out Thanos. Well, he had to rain
Okay,
fires.
with Monica, I can sword. I don't know if it was a big thing at that time, but I could say maybe she had some satellite views that she could see, or you know what I mean,
Intel from Nick Fury.
like as she no, I can say as she watch it because it's real. It had to be real time because when she got snapped, she got snapped. You know what I mean? She didn't
Yeah,
within that 5 years, she didn't get to see back footage. So it was like real time. So they probably had some type of drone or something watching it, as the government usually does. But then when they were talking about but Captain Marvel, I was like,
yeah.
I don't know, because I'm like the first part. What Monica is talking about was in Wakanda, wasn't it? So what cameras are in Wakanda?
Yeah,
Well, you think
yeah.
Wakanda is sharing that information with the, like, you know what I mean? Like it's Wakanda of all countries, but Monica is black, so she might have just came through and got that pass, got that easy pass. That Black Panther was just like, "Come, my sister, you come. Watch all you want. Just stay on
It's
the side."
possible.
And then what's it called Darcy, and then when they're talking about Captain Marvel, how did you see that as well? Like,
Well, I
okay,
like the fact that they name dropped
that
Captain Marvel.
that one possibly could have been seen because it was at Avengers like mansion, whatever it was. So that is within America.
Yeah,
So they could have had people watching, cameras, TV reporters, all that shit, trying to get a look. So whatever.
I don't know. There wasn't a lot of room in that airspace.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with all
The Chitari
Thanos's.
and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Like you're not gonna want to sit around and just be like, "I'm filming. Leave me alone, please." No, I'm cool. But as you were saying though, the Captain Marvel, that made me
I
think as
like
well. The Captain Marvel mention because her reaction of it made me question like, is it was it a reaction like because she doesn't want to talk about her, so she's not celebrating her.
yeah,
Does she blame her for letting her mother die
possibly
or
because
for
it
not being
wasn't
around
it
just
wasn't
to help her?
she trying to just skirted past it like nah,
Right
let's
away.
keep it going.
So it's
So
like
maybe
we're not even talking about that. But yeah. So then it goes from that, and then that's when they confirm that her clothes are real. Like so from what I know, so whatever she was wearing, that was transformed into her clothing, whichever changed, right?
yeah.
Which brings me back to the kids. What are the kids made out of? They have to be made out of something. Like if they're saying Monica's clothes, even though it was changed in that reality, it had to be based off of something that was real in the first place. What are those kids?
I mean, she does have eggs.
Yeah, yeah, you can say that, but I hope they reveal that.
You
Like,
can't really
I
you
hope there's
can't really go
something
further
else.
than that.
I know
Eggs are real.
it's true though. It's true, but that also says that Wanda has the power to give women babies. As in, like, yeah, you want a kid? Boom, wipe the wipe the whole male population off the earth.
Or more mutants.
No, could be that. Oh, I've been seeing a whole bunch of theories on that shit. That shit is dope though. Um, yeah. So after Wanda's, they figure out that the clothes are real. They go back to Vision at work, where they get the email from Wu, and they're like, it's giving them the whole message, and everybody's repeating it.
Everybody.
Like that
Yeah.
was just the creepiest
That's
shit.
creepy.
Or even like that was creepy. And then when Vision just looks at the man and is like, you know what? Let me just wake him up. And it wakes him up, and the guy's like, "Where's my phone? My dad is sick." And it shows like her full like, but he did not specify exactly who. He just said she.
But wait a second. Quick question. And maybe it's something I forgot. When did Vision realize he could do that?
I'm not sure. Right then,
Because he has no memory of
he has no memory, but he knows he has
so
some type of power. I think he has memory of his power, but not of
but
his past.
but when would we have seen him display that? That's another thing too.
Yeah, sure.
We found out how long it's been. It's only been 9 days.
Yeah, it's only been 9 days, which also go back to the whole Monica thing, how he threw that at her afterwards. So no, it hasn't. Yeah, it's been 9 days, but when she went into the thing, he knew that she already broke into the place. Because she broke into Sword. It was their place. If he's the main director, if he's the acting director, nothing happens within that place without people telling him.
Yeah.
So before he even had the footage, it was almost like the thing he held in his backhand, like, yo, when she tries to jump up on me, I'm gonna throw it at her. Like he's really combative against her. Like, that, like he knows she's the one who should have his position, and it's killing him. It's killing him inside.
I like the fact that they censored Darcy with the switch in the audio. It goes back to the other
Yeah. It's like he's a
conversation. dick.
She want to say like he's a dick or an asshole, and he goes, he's
He's
a terrorist.
Yeah,
and then
I foresee a lot of that with whatever they do with Deadpool. As far as like his first appearance or something.
No, okay. That makes sense. Let me see where else this goes. The whole thing with the dog, like we talked about that earlier when they pushed with the dog. To me, it was just them again pushing her to bring back somebody that was dead. Like there's I feel like this is a big the manipulation to something bigger. Like it's to prove to her that she can do this because she's gonna do something bigger. She's gonna bring back somebody that she's not supposed to bring back. But they're pretty much trying to build up her power to the point where they're able to bring her across or bring that person across, which could be Nightmare. It doesn't have to be Mephisto. It could be Nightmare. And they play Nightmare as the Mephisto character.
I think there's a what's it called? There was a part of the trailer that was for 5 and 6.
Yeah.
You see Vision going outside the bubble.
Yeah, trying to go out the bubble. Yeah.
What if that's when he goes, and she snaps?
It's possible. That's possible. Oh, like there's so much to it. Okay, so after
because we gotta have loss, right?
Exactly. No, it's true, but it's because with the trailers they've given us so much already. So it's like even though we see him going through the bubble, does that come after the Halloween? I believe that's after the Halloween. That's why he's walking down the road by himself because he's like, yo, I'm gonna go see the freaking extent of the walls. So it could be that episode that he done. Man, let me go back to this. So yeah, the kids, the whole thing with the dog was just them pushing her to do something else. And also that's the moment that she walks out the bubble, which was like crazy.
Oh, I like that.
I was like,
I liked it.
That goes back to the whole thing. I was like, they're merging those two worlds, and then they went all the way. Like she came out like, is this yours?
I loved it because it was like she knew exactly where they were.
Yeah.
She knew exactly what was going on. She's in control for now. But
which was crazy was when she was doing that, then when Monica went and talked to her, kind of talked to her down and all that stuff. Right before she leaves, she says, "No one will take this from me again." And then she turns all the guns on Hayward. What did he do in the first place? What did he take? Like, what did he do in the first place? Because she didn't point the guns at Monica. Monica was the one talking to her. She pointed the guns at Hayward, the one that she, you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel there's that connection. Like when she went to get Vision, he was there in some way.
There's another thing too. And as you're saying it, I just remembered. We've seen this before. What movie did we see this in?
Which part? You gotta break it down.
Turning the guns on the people who have the guns.
Oh, Magneto. Yeah. Magneto and X-Men. So then that's something else.
Easter egg.
Little Easter egg. Yeah, there's that Easter egg. That's true.
Magneto. Wanda did something Magneto did.
Her
Come
father.
on, man.
But
So that way you can pay it off to those who know,
exactly,
and
no,
you can keep
exactly.
it.
And then so yeah, she said that turn the guns on Hayward. To me, that was just a question, and then it goes into the Lagos commercial. And
Yeah,
I really actually I ended up watching freaking Avengers 2 today. Let me
I
tell you
was thinking
something
about
about
watching it
Avengers
again.
2. I watched it. Avengers 2, they created their own problem to stop it. Bro, I would have civil war their asses too. Like I would have civil war their asses too. Like you guys made your own problem.
But it wasn't you guys. It was
The,
Tony.
the one, exactly. And then you guys gotta
You
destroy
didn't
the
have to
whole
punish. You
city.
didn't have to. But the thing is, you didn't have to punish all of them for what Tony did.
No, you punish them all because they tore down the friggin' city for it.
No,
Like, no,
they had to because
oh,
Tony did that.
I understand, but Tony, there's no I in team. There's no I in team. There might be I in Iron Man, but hey, it starts with I. But yeah, so the Lagos commercial, that was pretty dope. Like I
They
loved
they
it.
they referenced it. I found it funny too that they referenced it and then they had the commercial
When, oh,
because
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hayward references it with Jimmy Woo.
But maybe that's the reply to it in a way, like where he's saying like they did all this shit. Da, 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 da. She's
Yeah,
saying
I'm just surprised that they didn't
accident,
have it
like right
in
back to
one
back.
episode, him talking about it, and then in this one you get the commercial
Right.
because you can see it's still on her mind or whatever. But there's a distance between the this one. They it's almost like they're just reminding you what can happen.
Yeah.
You know, like so.
But yeah, the quicker picker upper.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm really impressed with them as far as like the commercials.
Yeah. And you have to
You know,
remember,
the
like,
products.
yeah, or the choices of the products that they use and all that stuff. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Um, so from there, it goes back to the city where the mailman is telling the kids like, "Be cool, your mom got this." Who is this mailman? This mailman, that's twice. That's twice this mailman has been showing like he knows a little more than he's supposed to know.
Yeah.
Like, so keep your eyes on the mailman. He just might be
Also,
somebody, and not Carl
also,
Malone.
also, um, no appearance of Dottie, no mention of Dottie. Do we
Yeah,
rule her out as something or nothing?
I don't know. That might be the thing. Push her out to the background so we can focus over here. I don't know. Like, I can say that yes, she fell lower on the ladder. Like she's lower on the ladder of like a person I think that might be somebody. But same time, I don't know.
It'll be a swerve.
Exactly. Exactly. So then yeah, so then the mailman seems to know too much. She comes back, the kids push her to use her powers. Um when that happens, like Vision just like he's like I had enough. Like Vision is done.
He was done.
Vision was
I like how she tried to
play him and
yo
put the yo. She used to end credit him. She tried to end credit him. The man said, "You can't control me." She said, "Can't I?" End credit, bitch. And the man is still
now
talking, and she's like, "Mm-hmm." The credit's still going, like, "Mm-mm, you're not
now
finished
that's
this."
another thing. That's another thing I thought about after that because I didn't think about it before because I've always looked at it as one show. But now that we know that Vision has no knowledge of it, does he hear the laugh track? Does he hear the credits?
Probably not. I
You
feel
know,
like all that stuff is Wanda
just her
putting on
projection.
yeah, her projection for Sword. Like I really feel like that's like what goes back to how you're saying like she knew exactly where they were. I feel like
Mm.
she's putting on a show for them in a way. Like she's projecting it to them as a show. We know you're there, you'll figure out how to do it, but it's just a show that because think about when they brought in the drone. The first thing they looked at and they saw, no, first and foremost, it was crazy to realize everything is real time. Like it's not.
Yeah,
There's no 2 second, 5 second lag. Nothing. It's
yeah. It's what's
right away,
happening right now.
right away. So when they brought the drone in, they saw right away. Oh, she's cutting it out. You can't see the drone. You can't see the drone on the feed at all. She
Yeah.
controls that whole thing. But yeah, but then she walked that
Okay.
motherfucker out. That was wonderful. But yeah,
Yeah.
so Vision starts calling out everything. He's calling out his life before. I don't know what it is.
I don't know who I
I
am,
have no
where I come from. I have no memory of anything.
nothing. Then he goes, "What's outside of Westview? Like, I don't know what's out there. What the hell is out there?" So, and then he's like he's pretty much the fans watching. Why aren't there any children? Like, why aren't there any more children? Like, why? Like,
Yeah.
I don't see any children. She's like, oh, yes, there is other kids. He's like, no, there isn't.
It's
When
like
I
I
go,
walk by it every day.
and not one
No
child on the
kids.
swing. Like, and then the
For
doorbell
the
rings.
children.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Everything was for the children, but from then, where everybody was like, we don't see no kids. There's no kids. It's for her kids. And again, is it her wanting to promote it to herself, or is it somebody else? You know what I mean? It's almost like being like like near. I feel bad for women, but in your 30s, unmarried, no kids, then you go to the house on Christmas, and everybody's like, "It's time for you to have a baby. You should have a baby, a
Societal
baby." It's
pressures.
just that pressure. Like Wanda was putting that pressure on herself. It's for the
Yeah.
children. It's for the children. But yeah, so at that point, knock, knock, knock on the door. So let's just get into the big moments. The biggest moment of the episode
They
was the
recast him.
revelation of Pietro, not Quicksilver. They did not state he is Quicksilver. They just stated he is Pietro.
Oh, and they also stated they know nothing. There's no Scarlet Witch yet.
Exactly. There's no name as well. So Scarlet Witch isn't a thing yet. Because
Yeah.
my man was really trying to play her like, come on, use her by her other name. He's like, no, her name is Wanda. There's no other name. Like
Yeah.
he truly really thinks they're just weapons. Like to him, they're just weapons. They're not people. He doesn't want to humanize them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she opens the door and it's Evan Peters Quicksilver, the X-Men Fox X-Men Quicksilver or Pietro. In watching back Avengers 2, I was almost disappointed. I'm like, I would have preferred the original. I don't know why. I still got to see what they do with this. You know what I mean? Because
I
even
I
when she's
never.
like, they recast them. I understand what she meant in like because they're watching the TV show, but I don't know. I gotta see more now. You know what I mean? Like, how do you play this? Because it could be that he is the one from the other universe, right? And if that is, that's another mutant that just entered their spot. So it could be another intro to mutants, but it's just like, I was hoping for the other one.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
was
too.
hoping for the other one. It's pretty cool the way he did it. Like the Evan Peter one is dope, but he was more just like it was about running. You know what I mean? His running scenes and how they slowed it down. That's what made him so whatever. But the other one was just like a character. Like he hated people argue. Like when people were arguing and stuff. Like what did he do? He ran up on This is still Avengers 2. When they first run up on the
Ran up on
Avengers,
the Hawkeye. Everybody
took him
always
out.
bullying Hawkeye.
Well, Hawkeye was
You
really
didn't see that
the G in
coming?
that. But yeah, so that was the big moment. The other big moment, I guess. Well, yeah, it was that the kids could just grow themselves.
Yeah.
That was pretty nuts. I was like, that's what we're doing now. You know what I mean? We just look at
I
each
guess
other and
so.
smile. Yeah, let's be 10. Like she had to like
And
stop
they
him.
both
Like
knew it. They both knew
that's
it.
the
Like,
thing. There's something like someone is controlling the children, controlling Wanda
we're
through the children. Like,
but we're getting closer and closer to it.
yeah, like
So
we're what 4 more, right? 4 more episodes. We're at
6, 7,
five.
8,
Yeah, so we
9,
have
yeah.
four. Um, Other big moment was, well, because they played it on the trailer, it wasn't that it didn't hit as much when Agnes kind of like fell out of character, like broke kayfabe.
I mean,
But Vision's reaction and everything. No, the biggest moment was Norm to me. When he snapped Norm out and Norm looked at him like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and he's just, that was, yeah.
but it kind of it confirmed what Monica said, or what was written from what Monica said about how it felt being controlled by her. You
Yeah.
know, your thoughts, what you're saying.
It's not controlled by you. It's just,
Yeah,
you want to say what's real. Like, you have to wait till she breaks her focus to actually be able to speak.
yeah.
But it's crazy. Vision was like, I have to put him back under just to give this guy some peace. Like, but again, he did not confirm who was the one doing it. All he said was she. She's in my head. Make her stop. So could this be Agnes? Could it be
Could
Agnes
be.
who's almost like the tether in the middle, where she's just Wanda's like spreading her power through her because she's the more trained witch.
It's almost like it's almost like Wanda wants to tell everybody, like, look, I got this under control. Leave me alone. Like, let me deal with. Like, you don't know what's going on. Just
Yeah.
so it could be that she made that, as people said, the dirt sheets or whatever said she's being controlled, by Mephisto or
I keep hearing
you
the
know,
big argument about Mephisto that it possibly won't be Mephisto is because of China. Any depiction of the devil in the movie
yeah,
won't get screened there, and it's the second biggest market. So that's why it could be also lean more towards Nightmare,
amen.
because Nightmare is a demon, but he's not a devil. So he can just be like an extraterrestrial type of character type thing instead of
Mm,
Satan himself type thing.
yeah,
So, but it could work with Nightmare too because we've been here and Doctor Strange was all about Nightmare. But then once we heard about WandaVision and the whole babies, like, okay, oh, it has to be Mephisto. And then freaking Loki in his trailers turned around and put Mephisto on a freaking stained glass. So now everybody's just like, Mephisto, Mephisto, Mephisto. It's Disney Plus in China though. I'm not sure if
I
Disney
don't know.
Plus is in China. Because if Disney
I don't
Plus
know.
is in China or not in China, that gives them more reign to play with, right?
And the question is there a possibility of it being available in China?
Okay. So it's not blocked in China. They just haven't launched their service in Asia yet. So they don't have it yet. So it could be possible that they're still able to portray Mephisto because this is not a movie. So it's not going to affect them there. And if Disney Plus isn't even in China yet, it's not affecting their bottom line right now. You know?
But they would have to pull it
Just pull out those
if they
scenes.
put it.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
in the movies. They're saying in one of the Iron Mans, if it was like Iron Man 3 or something, they added like 4 minutes of scenes at the end, 4 minutes of a scene at the end. And there's also him drinking milk in China to help promote drinking milk in China because they think it's like poisoned or some shit. Like there's something like wrong with it. So he had to drink the milk in the clip so that people are like, oh, Iron Man drinks milk, I should drink milk too, type thing. So it's like they do little extra things for the China, like for the Chinese market, like not like more than usually like if there's like a newspaper, they'll make the newspaper like if it's in America, Canada, it'll say like New York City. If it's in Europe, it might say England. If it's in China, it'll say Hong Kong news. You know what I mean? Like they make that directly for the countries, but yeah, China makes them add a whole bunch of other stuff at the end. That's what they do, man. When you got a lot of money and a billion people, you kind of control the
Yep.
market. You control the people. But yeah, um, any other big moments in that episode?
Um, was this the first time we saw Wanda levitate in the series?
In this series, I believe so. Yeah, in the series, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we saw her do it in movies though, but it's the first time in the series.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Vision was ready to throw down. Like, I'm sitting there. I was like, what's Wanda really gonna do? Is she gonna fight Vision? Yo, we even talk about the tape. The tape was a big moment where they saw her breaking in and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think that was the extra clip. There was a bonus clip
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on Disney Plus that they had to pull because it gave way too much away.
Yeah, it was too revealing. I believe that clip might have been right before this. I think the clip that was supposed to be in the movie was it was showing that Sword took Vision's body type thing and put him in the morgue. And I believe they brought Scarlet Witch to see it or something like that. Something like that. Let me just check this out. Um, let's see. Oh, okay, so Marvel sneaking deleted scenes into its WandaVision recap. So yeah, that WandaVision makes Endgame's deleted post-credit scene. So yeah, that's the post-credit scene. So yeah, you're right.
So for how many years now? Like 2 years? Of them saying there was no deleted scene. There was no post credit
Yeah,
scenes
man,
done.
don't trust them for nothing. They're rude. Like they're rude.
And I was actually good with them not doing that because it completes everything. But hey,
Yeah, yeah. So the plan was to show Vision's corpse in a body bag drawer through a stinger. So yeah, they're gonna show that he was in there, and then this part was like right after her finding out, I guess.
and quick question. I was thinking about it today, but I couldn't remember why or where. Um, End of End Games, Captain America takes all the stones back.
Right.
Where's the Mind Stone go?
Hold on, no, because they got every okay. Um, there was two that go back in the time of the '60s, or is it '50s, '60s, whatever it is, back in like World War II. That was which stones? The Tesseract stone and the
Which is the power?
I'm just gonna go colors. So the blue one and okay, the blue one came from the '50s, '60s. The red one came from Thor. Um, the power, yeah. So the purple one, I think the purple and the blue
Purple.
were on. No, the purple one was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Um, where's the other places they went?
Time Stone goes back to New York.
Yeah, Time Stone back to New York. Soul Stone back to Red Skull. And the Mind Stone. Where did they get
Where's
the
the
Mind
Mind
Stone
Stone?
from? But where did they get it from in the first place? Can't remember where they got it from in the first place. Like, it's not from. No, it's not up in. Who would have got it? Shit. I'm guessing that would have been in the same place then. And the same time as Tony Stark got that. From, I guess from when his dad, because they had to get two of them at that time, right? That's why Captain America was there and Tony Stark were there because they had to go to two different places within the same place.
I can't remember.
It's funny as I'm typing this, it comes up. At the Avengers, the Chari Scepter containing the Mind Stone is given the Shield. What the Avengers didn't know then, but know now that it actually was given to blah blah blah. The undercover Hydra agents. So yeah. So that's the one that they go back
Okay.
for.
Okay.
Hold on. So the Mind Stone is the Tesseract. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Mind Stone is the
Okay.
Tesseract. Okay. There we go. All right. So, any predictions? Let's do this in.
That
We can do this in versus style. Prediction for Hayward versus Rambo.
for the very next one.
Yeah, where do you think this relationship is going?
I don't think it's. I don't think we're gonna go head to head just yet. I think we're maybe 2 episodes away. Right now, there's definitely the divide. You can see the hey, what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll come to blows yet.
Okay. All right. What about Wanda versus Sword? You think they're gonna go head to head again?
Not yet.
Not till the ending,
That's
about eighth,
not to
ninth
the ending.
episode. All right. So what about Wanda versus Vision? Are
I don't think that's
they?
gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. I think like I said before, I think Vision's gonna go outside. He's gonna be dead, and Wanda's gonna lose it.
Hmm. Vision going outside just makes me think of what's it called? Of like a little kid. Mom says can't go out there. Well, I'm still gonna go. But that's crazy. Like, oh, and another thing that was a very important point to why, because a big question was why not that Wanda should have been not Wanda. Vision should be able to remember everything. Wanda should have gave him his memories, right? You'd think she would have, but they revealed that in his living will, he requested that if he dies, do not resurrect him
Mm.
because he knows he's not human. So as an android, he can't be resurrected and used
As a
as a
weapon.
weapon. But in his thing, he said, "Do not resurrect us." And then it's pretty nuts. And then she came through and resurrected him. So if she turned around and actually told him the truth, man would turn on her. He would be pissed. Like she would lose her whole
Yeah.
thing. Like, but bit by bit, she's losing her whole thing because
At the same time, though, it's Wanda that's doing it. And if he's feeling these feelings, he definitely can feel compassion. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we've seen the range. I just thought that was weird too, though. That that he has feelings like that.
Well, that goes back to Ultron and like everything that Tony Stark's put in them. That's why pretty much Ultron lost because it was based off of feelings. He was doing a lot of shit that he should like logically like when watching it, I was just like, "You're a robot. Why are you even doing that?" But that's the type of artificial intelligence that he gave them that they could
Mm.
actually like feel like real people. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, what others? The children, Pietro. So, do you feel Pietro is going to be Quicksilver? Do you feel he's going to be a part of this all the way to the end, or is it going to be one of those things where Uncle comes and visits and he leaves?
Um, at some point during this, I feel like we have to jump into the multiverse.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of has to happen. You're gonna have Doctor Strange. It's leading into Multiverse of Madness, so you're gonna have that. And then, oh man, I lost my train of thought.
That they're dealing with the multiverse, like even as you were saying, multiverse wise, was she pulling like this is kind of crazy because it's like, is the powers that we're seeing? I don't want to keep saying it's Wanda because it could be possible a bit of Wanda, but it might not be all of Wanda. But whatever it is, are they now able to pick things out of like pick things out of different universes now?
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. Like Pietro coming from this different universe. He's recast. He's
Yeah,
from a different. We know him from the other movie. So are we gonna tie that up?
I guess that kind of
We're
goes with
gonna
her
pretend it
power
didn't
again.
happen.
It goes with her power again because for saying that she creates stuff out of real stuff, there was nothing she could create Quicksilver out of, her Quicksilver out of. You know what I mean? There was nothing. I guess she didn't have any more eggs. You know?
Oh, sorry. Before we go forward, I want to go back real quick. Did you notice when she left the bubble, her kind of broken
The accent came back.
accent came back?
Yeah, yeah. So like she's really like apple pie, like American, everything on the inside of Westview. Like whatever
But it
she
wasn't.
knows from TV, it's like American television, like American family loving, whatever they made seem like happy times.
But at the same time, she lost the accent in her run, right? From Ultron to Civil War to
Yeah,
Infinity
yeah.
War, Endgame. Even at the beginning of Infinity War, when her and Vision are in, were they France?
Yeah, I believe so. Wherever
Something
they
like
were,
that.
she didn't have the accent.
She didn't have the accent at all. So I found it funny that to Infinity War she could lose it. Then when she's outside the bubble of Westview, she's got it back.
Maybe it just only comes
Is
with
part of
the.
the grief thing? Is that part of the
Maybe
grief thing?
no.
She's
Maybe it's
reverting
like
back.
maybe it's like a Jamaican. You know, a Jamaican you can go crazy, but when you get mad, hey boy, what happened to you? What happened to you? You got me for the box, yo. You know you're not supposed to get me mad like that. You know you're not supposed to get me. You know what I mean? Maybe that's her. Like when she
Could
just
be.
gets mad, she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Eh? Fuck, my accent was shit, but you know what I mean.
Could be.
But yeah, so pretty much that's everything. What do you expect from the next episode? What do you want to be revealed, or what do you want to see?
I want them to get into Monica Rambeau's abilities because they've been really vague about it.
Abilities, as in what?
Like,
Superpowers? Why would she have superpowers yet?
I think she does.
What makes you say that?
We haven't really seen her do anything. There's never been a moment presented for her to do that. She couldn't do it in Westview.
She do superpowers?
Yeah,
Could it
and
be? Well,
because she keeps saying, in this one, I want to go back in.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like if she wants to go back in, does she know something about like what she can do when she gets back in? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
Oh,
there's
possible.
something there yet, and we
Oh,
haven't.
okay. Because it
It
just could
hasn't been
be her
explored yet.
feeling she can help her. Because as you're saying that, it made me think of how she was talking about how Wanda protected her when blasting her through the walls and everything and kept her alive.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
it, maybe if you're going down the lane, going down the road you're going, maybe she didn't. But it's her not revealing that she has those powers. Maybe she doesn't
yeah,
trust Hayward enough to say, yeah, 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 I'm good here. I'm good here. Especially seeing how Hayward's treating, like the way that Hayward treating all these people like weapons, and how she's like, yo, they're people, they're people.
yeah,
It could be her connection to Captain Marvel being like, yo, my auntie's cool as fuck, so stop trying to play like they're not. Or it's her like, my auntie kind of passed me down a little something, and I'm still a normal person. Like,
yeah.
so never know. Um, for me, well, obviously we're gonna see where this Quicksilver thing goes to. Um, I don't know. I just want to see more of the townspeople. Honestly, I want to see more of them coming out of their trance, so to speak. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
saw what's Herb. Herb was actually doing it without Vision's help. So, but that's when she was having the baby, so she was super distracted.
yeah,
So it's just all about the distraction. If next episode is the episode that they try to blast through the wall, which looks like she reinforced it when she went back in and turned that motherfucker red, where she was just like,
yeah,
you know what, you guys are out here. I'm not even gonna try to fake this anymore. I'm not even faking it. It's red. Now what? What are you gonna do?
yeah.
So, well, yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 6. It's a killer. Like these weeks are killers. Like it's
Yeah.
killers. But same time, it's like it comes the same day as payday, so ain't nothing wrong with it.
Added inspiration.
You know what I mean? Like you're already feeling good anyways, and then they throw a Wandavision on top. Hey, hey.
I've been going to bed at a decent hour, then getting up at 3,
Just to watch.
watching it, and then going back to sleep.
We need to start getting you to do a quick reaction videos right then and there. As soon as you
Yeah,
watch it, you do like a quick 1 minute reaction. Just try to run through as many shit as you can in one
I could
minute.
do that. I could do that
Post that up.
for the at Casual Fan Podcast on IG.
Yes, yes. I don't even think we've been working on that one for a minute. So,
Yeah, we
and
get it back though.
yeah, and definitely we got a big RIP, Butch Reed. I know it has nothing to do with Marvel, but we are still
Yeah.
wrestling people.
Well, the connection is he did have action figures, just like superheroes. So
No, listen, wrestlers back in the day were all superheroes. Let's be serious. Today they're just people. Back
Butch
then
Reed
they
and
were superheroes and super villains. Like
Butch Reed and Ron Simmons looked like superheroes.
Ric Flair was Thor. Tell me he didn't have electricity. Tell me.
It's true.
Oh, but yeah. All right, though. On to episode 6. Shit is gonna be nuts. I don't even know what more to say. With everything we've seen in the trailer, I'm excited to see the Halloween episode.
Yeah,
Excited to see Vision try to break out. Sorry, excited to see them try to break in.
yeah,
Whole lot of fuckery. Like, I'm thankful they did it as a TV show, not a movie, because if you think about it, a lot of this stuff they'd have to cut all the way down.
yeah.
We wouldn't have got like, imagine not getting none of these opening credits.
Here's the funny thing. You see how well this is working for them doing that way. Now look at what DC is doing with the Snyder cut again.
Did they cut it back down to to an hour each again?
No, it's gonna be one movie again.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, okay. So they stuck with that. Yeah, that's so dumb. 1 4 hour movie. You know, when I go to watch it, I'm gonna cut it. I don't even know if I want to watch it anymore. 4 hour movie. Like the first version wasn't that great as a 2 hour movie. You're telling me you're trying to make me sit down for 4 now? Out of here, Can you please tell me a Zack Snyder movie that is something so good that will bring me into this. Please, any Zack Snyder movie. I feel like just give me one, just one.
I couldn't tell you.
Let's look. Zack Snyder movies that people are like, oh my god, he has to do this. That's my Kevin Hart voice. So he did Batman versus Superman. He did Man of Steel. He did Watchmen. I can give him that.
Man of Steel wasn't bad.
Nope. Yeah. He did Watchmen, which wasn't bad. He had a piece of Wonder Woman, both Wonder Womans. 300, not bad. Sucker Punch, it was there. Hold on, let me go a little more in here. Zack's Army of Darkness. Oh, let's be serious. Okay, director. Army of Darkness is in post production, so that's coming soon. Justice League, Superman, short. Sucker Punch, Watchmen, 300, Dawn of the Dead, video shorts, a whole shitload of video shorts.
So he directed 300.
Yeah, he was the director of 300. He's producing.
No wonder he's had such a large upswing.
He's producing a lot of DC movies. Yeah, man. 300 and 300 Rise of an Empire. Come on, bro. You're not getting 4 hours out of me. He's an hour and a half type of guy. Pause.
Yeah, that shit yesterday was hilarious.
Bro, are you ready to be a therapist today?
Oh man, I don't know about that.
All right. No. We're gonna leave it at that. Another episode of the CFMCU, the Casual Fan Marvel Critique Union. Thank you for joining us. Take us out, Trace.
Shot Club Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. You never know when we're going live.
Best up.